Once again, this is Mark Rockwell with Rockwell Farms Nursery in Rogers, Arkansas with another episode of our Seeds of Knowledge. Folks, I wanted to take you out to our container garden and to show you what we have done and the results of it. I've talked in previous videos about using the Ferti-lome triple action to keep you from having diseases and so forth. Powdery mildew is always terrible in the springtime, and I just wanted to show you we use the Ferti-lome triple action on our squash plants. If there's ever a plant in your vegetable garden that's going to get powdery mildew, that's your squash. So what we do, we spray everything with the Ferti-lome triple action to keep all insects and disease down. But this video, I want to talk about nutrition. What we do early spring, because in April you always have all the rains, we use a granular fertilizer, and I'm going to tell you why. Granular is very important because every time it rains, it will fertilize your plant. Liquid has a tendency to leach out. So please, when you plant your vegetable garden, use your granular fertilizers. On each one of these, what we did when we first planted them, we used the Ferti-lome root stimulator, and we actually used that twice. Once when we first planted, and then about 3 weeks later. But right when we plant, we use the Natural Guard by Ferti-lome. This is a totally organic fertilizer that has all the beneficial bacteria, it has mycorrhiza in it, and it has totally organic food for your vegetable garden. What we did on each one of our plants is that we went 12-inch radius away from the base of the plant. We took 1 cup and we went around the plant, staying away from the plant. So it was a radius of 12 inches. We put 1 cup throughout our entire garden, and this is what you see. We have such a successful garden this year. We're very happy, so happy with the Ferti-lome Natural Guard organic fertilizer that we plan on selling it and using it for many years to come. On each one of our plants, I've always said if you have a healthy plant, if you use a good fertilizer, you will have a lot less disease and insect problems because you can outgrow the insects and withstand a lot of the disease. Typically, unhealthy plants get disease. Now, on our tomato plants, I have 2 of them here. This one is a indeterminate tomato plant, meaning that it will produce tomatoes all year long and it grows quite tall. This is a determinate, which produces all of its fruit at one time. So that's why this is kind of a bush form and this is more of a tree form. And of course, we're training them on the Rockwell Farms tomato cages. Now, on our tomato plants, we always use we cheat a little and use calcium nitrate. On tomatoes, you always want to have calcium in the tomato plant and also with your peppers, and also we use it in our squash. I've yet to hit our squash with it. But this time of year, we saw it on our pepper plants. A lot of the nitrogen had leached out, and your peppers also like calcium. Your tomatoes and your peppers especially will have the blossom end rot. That's why we use the calcium nitrate. Calcium nitrate gives a high calcium content in that fruit to where it doesn't rot out at the bottom. That's why it rots out at the bottom, is because you don't have a good calcium content. The nitrogen in it is a catalyst that brings that calcium up into the fruit. So it's very important that you have both the nitrogen and the calcium. It doesn't take much. It's just like 1 teaspoon per plant to rectify any situations and to get that calcium up in there. If you want to go totally organic, you can use the FoxFarm liquid plant food. It's totally organic and it will do the same thing, but it's a liquid and it costs a little bit more. So what we do is that we use the calcium nitrate. It's just a teaspoon per plant. And this right here, the Natural Guard, is pretty much the main source of our success. If you just look at our plant material, you will see the value of using the Ferti-lome Natural Guard organic plant food because we've been very happy with it, and the nice thing is you only use it once every 4 to 6 weeks. Thank you for watching another one of our videos of the Seeds of Knowledge. Once again, this is Mark Rockwell with Rockwell Farms Nursery in Rogers, Arkansas.